Comic dreams under starlight's beam. Heroes rise in this night they gleam. Pages turn and as fate intertwines. Saturday night it rewinds. Spin tales poke the mind in the city's electric light. It's dark, heroes fight. Every moment feels so right. Welcome to that weekend thrill where stories, fashion, dreams at will. In this world we take a flight. Saturday night special guide and a night. Wonders, heroes unite. Comics and anime and bring new light. Journey through panels and vibrant screens. This colorful
Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the 6th best show on Renovision. With comments such as, "For the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at," SNS, and that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills. How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
Yeah, I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush who did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. It is Saturday night, and you guys have found your way to the 5th best show on Renovision, Saturday Night Special. I think we got a good show for you tonight. Of course, as always, we got Time Tunnel, we've got Dodgeball, we've got Anime, we've got Best and Worst Covers of the Week, we've got Mega Character Matchup, and of course, we close it off with Missed Connections. But I feel like first, we need to kind of have a refresher with the class here a little bit about exactly what SNS is. Put a 1 in the chat if you show up every week knowing what you're going to expect, at least thinking you know what you're going to expect from this show.
You're here for education, right? You're here to learn.
Put a 1 in the chat
about,
if you know you're getting. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think you know what you're getting every week.
You're here because you want to get 1 hour in and out comic information. You have no interest in personal lives. You don't want to know what's going on with Fidel.
Love you, Ed.
Interest.
Ed, you now have 3-starred comments, my friend.
You have zero interest in, our creativity. You have zero interest in delving into the depths of the internet.
Listen, I understand.
I was distracted.
You come to Renovision for all of the wonderful comic book content that Pete and everyone, Bruce, Joe, Sticks, Dom, everyone gives you throughout the week. And then you come to us
for chaos.
We're chaos incarnate. We're not your normal comic book show. We're like an acquired taste, a variety. We sprinkle a little bit of everything pop culture related into this show. That's why we talk about comics, we talk about dodgeball, we talk about current events, we talk about anything that's going on.
There you go, Tyson. Yeah.
Tyson says, I expect to have fun and a few laughs. Exactly.
Perfect. We throw the baby out with the bathwater.
If you come here for comic book content, thank you. But check out some of the other stuff on the channel too, because we're here to have a good time, and we sprinkle a little bit of everything geeky and pop culture into this show. So just now you can save your comment of, please get into talking comics. You're not funny. It's okay. We get it. We appreciate your comment. We appreciate you watching, and we understand we're not for everyone. So with that being said, Sam, Sticks, how are you boys tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. I had a wonderful day.
Awesome.
I was at the park with my family, and there was a guy there just with like a machine that made
Thank
suds.
you, D.
He was making suds. and there was like a festival or something going on at the park.
Isn't that just a fancy word for bubbles?
Yeah, but bubbles. He's
Making
making bubbles.
bubbles?
But there was a lot. There were little bubbles. So suds. It was all over
Okay.
the basketball court. And I realized
Fuck, talk about comics already.
that he was not there as part of the festival. He was there on his own. He was there to spread the joy of suds. No one called him. No one hired him. He wasn't handing out business cards. He was there for the love of the game, for suds. And there was one kid, like the kids came over, they played in the suds, and then they left. But there was one kid who was like moving into the bubbles. And he was into it. And that's what the suds guy was there for. He was like, this kid gets it. He gets the joy of suds. This is why I'm here. And his wife called him, and she was like, hey, you need to get home. It's me or the suds. And he goes, you know damn well, Cheryl, it's the suds every time. It was wild. Wild times at Frontier Family Park.
Ed, I gave you as much ammo as Dom shooting all over Bruce. That's how much ammo I've just given you, all right? But that's good. I'm glad that you had fun at the park with the man who's just doing it for the love of the suds.
For the love of suds.
Is that his company name too, For the Love of Suds?
His actual name is Brian Suds.
Oh, so his last name is Suds?
His last name is Suds, and he's there for the suds.
All right. I buy it. Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Sticks, how are you?
Doing good. Doing good. This past week was a long week. By Wednesday, I thought it was Friday, and then someone said, "No, tomorrow's Thursday," and I said, "Fuck."
Dom's new porn name is Dirt Gherkin.
There you go. So I'm glad the weekend came. I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to get going.
Awesome. Let's say what's up with the chat real quick. They're already on fire as always. We got GT Comics for the thumbs up and the wave hello. Ed, any chance we could skip Sam's attempt at rapping tonight? No, Ed, we can't. As a matter of fact, somebody, I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Tyson, but I can't remember if it was, suggested Sam do Lonely Island songs or digital shorts from SNL. So I got you covered this week. We're gonna hear some Lonely Island songs from Sam. Tyson says, "Good evening, fellas. Let's get this party started." Oh, Tyson, I look like I'm in pain. Am I struggling this week? Is it a little constipation this week, Tyson?
Oh,
Oh,
you got a
man.
little food poisoning in this one.
Ed said I had to mow my damn yard today. Yeah. Sam says,
Well,
Matt
you
just
know.
fixing something here. That's what happens when Sticks wants to send me his segment like 10 minutes before show starts.
It was 50 minutes before the show
Nah.
started. Just because you didn't
Zaggy
see
says
it.
first.
50 minutes before.
Buffy putting ones in the chat like I asked. D says the last Invincible was pretty good, and now everyone's specking on the upcoming Voltramite War. Yeah, I still have yet to watch it, but I've heard from many people it was a banger. Sarath says, "Sup, guys? What's up, Sarath?" Tyson says, "Are you playing with your button?" And there's a tiny puddle on the floor. Oh, I'm
Those are
playing
the
with my
updates.
button.
Those are the updates.
Oh, okay. I can't really see the tiny puddle on the floor, but all right.
Yeah.
Playing
That's
with the
why you
button
have
it
the
is.
old face. That's why you
Got
the
it
old
now.
face.
Got it. TK says, "What's up? What's up, TK? Thanks everyone for being here tonight." All right. As is tradition, Sam, why don't you go ahead and get us started with our show starter for this evening?
All right. So first up, I want you guys to realize that there were quite a number of slides that had kind of a similar theme related to Cheetos and auctions. And my show starter was going to be something like that. But because there's so much of that featured in the show already, I went a different direction. So we're going to do a little bit of calendaring. I don't know if you guys know this, but yesterday was Pi Day, a celebration of the mathematical ratio between a circle's circumference and its diameter. Monday is St. Patrick's Day, but there is a day, which is today, sandwiched in between them, March 15th, also known as the Ides of March, which commemorates the assassination of one Julius Caesar in 44 BC by a gang of 60 co-conspirators who included many of his friends in politics in Rome, and they straight up murdered that guy. They took a bunch of daggers to him and they killed him because they didn't like the kind of guy he was becoming. And I was this is kind of a theme, I guess, because I just finished Attack on Titan for the first time yesterday, which is basically, you know, Eren Yeager gets the Julius Caesar treatment. If you haven't, you've probably seen it, but I'm probably late to the game on this one. But why is it that it's always your friends, the ones you least expect? And in our case, Ed is always going after me for rapping. Ed and I are so close. And yet every week I come on here and I get the Julius Caesar treatment.
Practically touching tips.
Yeah, we are. We're so tight. We're tight as can be, as a podcaster and a chat member can be. And yet every week, Ed 2. Matt was sharing with us that a former friend of the show was giving the show the Julius Caesar treatment. What's up with that? What's up with all the betrayal in March? Sticks, when was the last time you had a March that was without betrayal?
I don't know.
Never.
Been a while.
March has always betrayed you. What about you, Matt?
I don't know. What has March really betrayed you? What has March done to betray you?
March is full
You
of
got to see a man expressing his love for suds today. All right.
He was betrayed by his wife, Cheryl. She threw down the ultimatum. It's me or the suds, Brian.
I don't know, man. It's easy for people who are friends to feel a certain way about something, I guess. And potentially when they feel that certain way and they lash out instead of discussing it with you, or they feel that jealousy. I don't know. Nobody has anything to be jealous about from us, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like Julius Caesar's case goes, jealousy, power, popularity,
the power, the fame.
I don't know.
Oh, the 50 cents we make a week. I don't know.
You make 50 cents a week?
You're making money?
I want to see some of that action. That's because you're on the qualified, huh? That's why.
That's it.
Those are my kickbacks.
He's in the favorite
a quarter show.
If a former friend betrays you and nobody hears it, is it really betrayal?
Well, I mean, how can it? Like, it's not betrayal. Like, only friends can betray you. Like, that's the worst part about betrayal. Is only people you trust can betray you. You can't be betrayed by a stranger.
No.
I don't know, man. It's a tough game, I guess.
Yeah.
March. Get betrayed by your basketball bracket getting broken.
Every March.
Every March. That's for sure. Damn Duke.
The betrayal. What about you, Sam? When was the last time you were betrayed by March?
Oh, man.
Ed says, I'm definitely not jealous of your rapping.
Tyson put it up. Did someone else screw you out of money? Yeah, actually. I found out 2 weeks ago that someone was trying to screw me out of money. And it happened in March.
Was he a Saudi prince who has been arrested and needing your help? Or did you find out that you have you're the beneficiary of a long lost relative's fortune and they've passed away and now you need to send a wire transfer to them so they can wire transfer money back to you?
No, it wasn't a Nigerian prince. It wasn't
Oh,
a
Nigerian.
scam.
Yes, there you go.
It was it was some people that I work with who send the majority of the referrals that I use to make a living, deciding that they are going to go with some competition and try and use some competition, even though we pay them and the competition will not pay them. In fact, the competition will cost them more money than what they would get. They're going to spend 5 times what they make from us just because they want to stab us in the back. It's a personal vendetta and they want to stab me in the back. So yeah, betrayed 2 weeks ago in March.
They made
March
it personal.
1st.
Made it personal.
personal.
Even on, oh man, on the 1st of March, huh?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Got it on the 1st of March.
But the old saying was for Julius Caesar, beware the Ides of March. And that's today. Today is the Ides of March. So everybody watch your back. Don't let yourself get stabbed in the back. Unless you're into that kind of thing. And what you're getting stabbed with is something that pleases you.
Did you forgive this person, Sam? Because you know when you forgive, forgiveness isn't for them. It's for you.
Yeah.
Makes you grow as a better person.
Ed says, that sucks, Sam. Like you're rapping.
Ed's coming in hot to serve it up to you tonight.
I love it. I love it. That's my favorite.
How do you
All right.
how do you turn the tides on the Ides of March, Sam?
Well, you get drunk on St. Patrick's Day. Get yourself some corned beef and cabbage, a little shepherd's pie, some green beer. If you're in Chicago, you might float down the Green River. And you just live it up. Get some pie on Pie Day, get some corned beef and cabbage and green beer on St. Patrick's Day. Try to weather that storm.
Nice. Ed says, now I'm hungry. I find the best way to do it is to let go, work on yourself, grow as a person, realize that these things that you're so mad about, this betrayal, it's really a drop in a bucket. It doesn't matter. It's not something to worry about. I've got my health. You've got your health. Everybody's good. So grow as a person. People make mistakes. People grow. They change. Like the tides rise and fall. These are the days of our lives. I don't know. I'm just trying to make people comment. Oh, quit being philosophical. Talk about comics, you stupid fuck. But I don't know.
Well,
I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day though. So even though I am Irish, I don't.
I guess
I dye my pubes green. That's about the extent of my celebrations.
enough of these dour portends.
Yeah.
Let us commence the show.
Yes, sir. On that note, let's get into some news, shall we? I agree, Tyson. That lying some bitch told me he was going to be here. Kyle, the Ides of March stabbing me in the back as we speak.
See, it happens.
It does. All right. Anyways, moving on. Damn, Tyson. Missed an opportunity for his image of Matt. Even green pubes. Having green pubes. Yeah, there you go. Kyle Ware. There's the update. Michael Jordan shaped flaming hot Cheeto going for hundreds of dollars at auction. If you have ever this is what I'm talking about. This isn't just comic show. We talk about a little bit of everything, right? If you have ever wanted to own a Cheeto that looks like Michael Jordan, you now have the chance. A Cheeto shaped like the famous Jumpman logo is up for auction at Golden after a Charizard-shaped Cheeto sold for a whopping 87,840 recently. Golden decided to put up this Jordan-esque snack for auction. The Jumpman Cheeto isn't necessarily commanding Charizard prices, but it has 2 bids with the current highest bid sitting at $275. Dude, isn't that insane for a fucking Cheeto?
That's smart marketing. He saw Michael Jordan. I see the David Tennant meme where he's running. Yeah, that's what I see. But I wouldn't pay $87,000 for that. But I wouldn't pay $87,000 for Michael Jordan either. So there we go.
I see a chick with a dump truck. That's what I see.
He does have a balloon butt there, doesn't he?
Let me see it again. She got thighs like a what?
Like to
What do
me,
you do with all that junk?
To me, that the legs aren't far enough to be the jump man. To me, this is just Candy putting herself through college on the pole as she's just got that dump truck.
Yeah,
working for her.
Got the shelf.
She's paying off that BBL. She's paying off that Brazilian butt lift. Yep, that shelf. There you go. Place for you to set your drink. Nacho Cheetos.
Yeah, I was going to cover the Cheetozard. That was going to be the opener. Was the Cheetozard?
Is Michael Jordan Cheeto pooping?
So there's a betrayal. I was going to cover this story too.
Megan said, "I'm wasting money on these comics. I should be buying Cheetos."
You should be,
right?
should be scouring the Cheetos for.
Yep.
Tyson says that is definitely implanted ass. Alaskan Bushco, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Jeffrey. You know what's up.
Is that the one on Grand Avenue?
It is, yeah. Where one side is 18 and up and it's topless, and the other side is 21 and up and it's full nude. The one that every year has a sign that says now hiring the class of 2025.
Oh my god.
Letting them know. But people spend money on crazy things, man. Like this is gonna make me, and I'm seeing Styx' segment tonight. Like it makes me really gonna take a second look at all of the chips I eat from here on out to see if anything looks crazy, and try to put up online.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Logan Paul's willing to pay $10 million for a fake Charizard,
do they grade Cheetos yet? I'm sure CGC will. I can't promise that it won't come back broken in your case or with a corner scuff.
Someone gets a taste for some spice, so they lick it.
Yeah, you get a 9.6 clear lick marks and removal of Cheeto dust. But all right, moving on. 10 Batman villains for Batman Part 2 now that Clayface is out. The Batman Part 2 may be a long time away from hitting theaters after a postponement to late 2027, but work has already begun on the highly anticipated sequel. On the heels of the Batman and the Penguin, Matt Reeves is hard at work on the script for the next installment, which will now be labeled an Elseworlds project under the larger banner of James Gunn's DCU. The lack of news on the Batman Part hasn't stopped fans from theorizing about the new film, especially regarding which villains might feature in it. Many fans were convinced that the shape-shifting supervillain Clayface would appear in the sequel, but the DCU's recently announced Clayface movie officially rules that antagonist out of the epic crime saga. With Clayface out of the running, these villains could emerge as the next big bad to take on the Dark Knight. And I think, me personally, the clear answer, given the tone of the first the Batman movie. I think unless, potentially Hush would be a good one, but I think it's maybe a little too early in this Batman mythos for Hush. I think the Court of Owls. Court of Owls is a logical choice to go up against that Robert Pattinson-esque Batman. Now we're talking comics. There you go. So anybody who's waiting, you only had to wait, 25 minutes? Here it is. Sam's falling asleep because we're talking comics.
Well, I feel like the Hush, like the first Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman, borrowed a lot from Hush. And so they probably won't go back to that well again so soon. But I could be wrong.
Bubby, this is what I look forward to every Saturday night. Matt trying to read. Hey, at least I'm out here trying to get a little bit better every week. Just for you, Buffy. Just for you. I mean, in that world, though, they kind of made it where everything's got to be kind of grounded. So it feels like a lot of these supernatural-esque Batman villains, the likes of Killer Croc or Calendar Man or Clayface for that matter, kind of don't feel like they're, or Poison Ivy. I mean, I guess you could do a version of Poison Ivy where necessary, where maybe she makes her serum to poison people and things like that. Poison Ivy would work. But I think like where we're at now, the Court of Owls, this underground society, much like we think about today with the Illuminati or the big one that's going around now of the upper echelon, high class, pinky out, eating mermaids.
The creme de la creme.
The creme de la creme, catching and eating mermaids. That's
who's eating mermaids?
That's that kind of stuff I think that would work in the Batman and Court
Who's
of
eating
Owls.
mermaids?
You haven't seen those videos going around yet? Those reels on Instagram? I thought for sure if anybody saw it, Sam would be up on it.
Huh. No,
there's a reel going around of a gentleman who said that he took a job with a fishing boat, and his job was to hunt mermaids to sell to the elite because they eat them. And in some cultures, they think that eating mermaid flesh grants you immortality. And that's why a lot of these celebrities there's photos of, people from the past that look like celebrities of today, because that's actually them, because they've dined on mermaid flesh and are immortal.
Okay.
The great things you find on the internet. Professor Pig is another good one. But
I'm still trying to get through the breastfeeding reels that I get from Tyson.
Tyson's got you so backlogged on breastfeeding reels.
It's a lot of milk. There's a lot of milk in my reels.
You got to get through Tyson's breastfeeding reels and my dumb shit that I send you.
You send me a lot of Dragon Ball. Tyson sends me a lot of breastfeeding. And I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong.
I send you the occasional dude getting kicked in the face. Or, there's just times where I'm watching reels. I'm like, who would appreciate this? Sam. Oop,
yes.
Send.
But, that's true.
Yeah. Barnum said it best. There's a sucker born every minute.
Very true.
Good old P.T. Barnum. But yeah, I think personally, Court of Owls is the right choice for the next Batman movie. Matt, we don't want you to develop your fluency. It's part of the entertainment. All right. Sorry.
Hey.
I apologize. I apologize for trying to grow as a person, Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess the question becomes for Court of Owls, do you want to do it in this universe, or do you want to wait and do it in the new universe that they're creating? But like you said, the Court of Owls is more of a not mystical based group, so it would work for this group. So that might be the best way to go.
Yeah, they're more of that group or society, much like we think of the Illuminati. Not the comic book Illuminati, the actual Illuminati.
Yeah,
but
the stonecutters or something like that from Simpsons. Yeah,
he said that would be cool, but they would need the Bat family. Would you though? Do you? For him to have his first run in with the Court of Owls, do you really think they need the Bat family?
No, I mean you could use them to build up and like have one at the end that comes together. You know, maybe Robin, and then the next movie you have Batgirl.
It's a trilogy.
Yeah,
these movies are a trilogy. So we had the first one. The second one could be, the Court of Owls. We know as the viewer that the Court of Owls are operating from the shadows, and maybe Batman doesn't know, and he faces off against Talon. And then maybe in the third one, it's where they actually reveal themselves, and we can get a little bit more growth in that world. And the third one to end that trilogy.
Yeah. Ramp right up to it.
Right now, depending on Superman, because it sounds from, if you believe the rumors running around the internet this week, everything DC related is riding on Superman being a success. And if it's not, they're going to pull the plug on everything. But
that's kind of a big linchpin. And so far the word on the street is it's not a very good movie.
That is the word on the street, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's not a very good movie. I've heard it described as Guardians of the Galaxy meets Superman, and that Warner Brothers execs are not excited or happy that it's a funny, jokey movie that isn't it's tone deaf for a Superman film, and that's why they're asking for reshoots and re-edits, and why you keep hearing about the movie being recut constantly. So it's not sounding good. And I hope, I said it on my show last night, I hope that's not the case. I hope they get it figured out, because having DC is good, and I'd love to see some good solid DC products coming out now, minus the Batman. But
I will pose this question, since it should be asked. When was the last time studio execs actually knew what they were talking about, though?
It's been a long time.
I mean,
that's a tough question.
You can have a studio exec and they don't like it, but the fans love it.
Kevin Feige, early Marvel, early MCU.
I think it also is like, it's not just execs. It's early screening people that are like, oh, this movie, it doesn't work. It's not working. I don't know. I just think there's so much after the downfall they've had, and all the, thinking that, oh, the Snyderverse is going to be amazing, and Justice League is going to do gangbusters on the same levels of the Avengers. So let's bring in Joss Whedon to finish that movie. And, we'll release the Snyder cut and let him make more money. And
that was a mistake.
The way it fizzled out, and Flash, and like they had all this hope and stuff for these movies, and then you start hearing that they're not very good, and it just seems like people run with it, and it gets killed before it even gets a chance to get off the ground. And no matter what you say, you can be that voice of, hey, I actually like that, or hey, that was pretty good, or hey, give this movie a chance, and they're like, nah, the hate is louder than the reason when it comes to things like that on the internet. So who knows? Yeah. That's why I always go to Sam, Mr. Movie Mechanic, and like, Sam, give me your thoughts, opinions on this.
Yeah, I used to really enjoy going to movies, and then after COVID, the movie industry just like really sucked. All the movies coming out were really terrible. And I don't know. I feel like there have been some bright spots recently, but for the most part, we're still kind of languishing in really terrible movie territory. 2019 was a terrific year for movies, and we really haven't hit those heights again since 2019. I think we've seen just a lot of really bad trends for the last 5 years, unfortunately. Hopefully, Batman Part 2 and the DCU can turn it around. I'm willing to give it a chance. I would love to see a lighthearted Batman movie. I feel like the Christopher Reeves Batman or Superman movies were
I was like, Christopher Reeves Batman. Damn, that man did so many things I didn't know about.
Christopher Reeves Superman movies were lighthearted. And that's one of the things people loved about it. You'll believe a man can fly, but it was lighthearted. It was fun. And then when you got the Brandon Routh Superman Returns, it was kind of towing the line between goofy and sinister with Lex Luthor, right? And then Man of Steel was like over the top serious. It was serious. It was dark. It was like Superman done in a gritty way, I guess. And they might have gone too far with like the really dark the filter, like the filter on the lens was like dark and gray. And even then, it's like you could have brightened up everything and it would have been a lot better and made it more hopeful. So we'll see. I think Batman Part 2, I would like to see kind of the expansion of mythos. I would like to see Batman getting bigger and bigger with each entry of the trilogy here. Man of Steel was the worst piece of garbage you ever seen. I liked the first 2 acts, and then once it got to the third act, I was like, okay, this is going a little too far.
I think it's been since the big writer strike, and I was going to pose that question to Sam. Like, we thought, or at least I thought, after that big writer strike, and they got paid, we were going to start getting quality movies again.
I was hoping.
Yeah, and it just feels like they're putting out more crap. And you want to be like, okay, well, if we're going to give in to, meet your demands and we're going to, make this deal, why, and work with you and come to this new contract, we want quality movies in theaters. And it's still nothing but remakes, reboots, or superhero movies. And they're still not written well. And I think you're seeing that with, I don't know if you two are watching Daredevil Born Again, but Daredevil Born Again's getting like 7 million views over a week on Disney Plus, and Disney's not thrilled with that. But how much of that do you equate to people tired of being burned, tired of giving you their time, tired of tuning in every week and giving you that hour to 45 minutes to an hour, and the story sucking or it not being good, or it just, and you feel like that with movies nowadays.
I think a lot of people now have that wait and see attitude where let somebody else watch it and review it, and they'll see if they like it, maybe I'll watch it. If they don't like it, I won't watch it. So they don't watch it, or they do watch it.
That's been the case for a long time, though. That's
I know.
Been the
So
case
there's
for a
movie
long
critics.
Yeah,
but 2019 had so many good movies. Matt and I did a podcast talking about Parasite for 3 hours. Just talking about one movie for 3 hours. I have never done that before or since. It was such a good movie. And there were so many, there was like a dozen movies like that in 2019. Mm-hmm. And now nothing is really like standing out to me as a transformative movie. Something worth going to the theaters for. I love going to movies.
Not only that, we talked about a movie that had nothing but subtitles for 3 hours.
Yeah. It was a foreign movie. Yeah.
Have you seen his new movie, by the way, Bong Joon-ho's new movie, Mickey 17 yet?
17. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
I haven't. I'm interested. I want to go see it. I just haven't found my way to the theater yet.
Yeah, I want to see it because I really like Snowpiercer. I really like Parasite. Didn't he also do Train to Busan? Was that him? Bong Joon-ho? Anyway, it looked really quirky, really crazy, and I think he's got some really great movies. So yeah, I'm really interested in seeing it. My brother-in-law went and saw it, and he said he didn't like it that much, but you know, I don't really listen to his taste in movies anyway, but
He
it's still
doesn't
really
have a
interesting.
refined palate. But there you go. Let us know in the comment section below, who do you think the villain of the Batman 2 should be? Moving on to our next topic. This 22-year-old Cartoon Network classic is begging for a mature reboot. With so many series making the jump from G-rated to a more mature audience, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy could be next in line. By creating an adult animated series, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy could continue their descent into the underworld without fear of crossing the line or including narratives that would otherwise be struck down on Cartoon Network. Boasting a monster hunting vigilante, a disco-loving vampire giant, talking spider, the goddess of chaos, and the Grim Reaper himself, the series seems like the perfect candidate for a mature reboot. Similarly to Samurai Jack, a mature animated revival series could air on Adult Swim, or the series could branch out and land on a non-Cartoon Network related platform, probably most likely HBO Max entirely. Either way, a mature reboot of the classic series would be a pleasant surprise for its fans. I like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but if I want a mature reboot, the one show that was on Cartoon Network I think deserves a mature reboot would be like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
I love
like
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage pushed that like Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead-esque line as far as they could, but I want more Harvey Birdman. I love Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. I heard that was Sam's inspiration to go into law.
It's actually Elle Woods, Legally Blonde.
Hollywood is now releasing original material, and we're not going. Are they though? Because like I feel like the only time I hear about original stuff or that looks interesting is like Oscar season, and it's like, okay, well, I've never heard of this, never heard of that. I don't know. It just maybe the marketing isn't good. I don't know.
Yeah. Mature reboots of Cartoon Network's classics, like that's interesting, an interesting concept. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I think, is a really good candidate for that. Sure, it's really funny. I thought the chemistry between Grim and then Billy and Mandy was really funny. It was a good way to kind of have your main characters interact. Billy was such a goofball, and then Grim and Mandy kind of play off each other in this the adults in the room way, like they're each one of them kind of competing with each other for who's the more adult of the two or the more mature of the two. But I don't know. I feel like it was already kind of mature for the target audience that it had. You know, it's dealing with death. Death is one of the main characters, and that's already pretty mature. What they could do is
nobody would watch that, Tyson. Nobody would watch a cartoon version of SNS.
I would love
this as it is.
Yeah, we're live action. This is live action. Let's watch it. No, you guys are great. We love our chat. We love the audience.
We love everyone.
Absolutely.
The Samurai Jack reboot or continuation was fantastic. I really liked the Samurai Jack continuation. I wouldn't call it a reboot because it did continue the story as it was, but it was a short, contained continuation. What was it? It was like 20 episodes. 20 episodes. It was one season.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes. Pretty close.
And it was very good, and it had a really fantastic twist at the end.
Only the twist at the end.
So that's a pretty high caliber continuation.
It would be the most watched cartoon on Renovision. That's true. As long as Dom isn't writing it, he can't even write a porn.
We'll get the writers from Samurai Cop.
Englehart would be an amazing animated. It would. I feel like we need to take like our best clips and have them animated So like, just like that, just those best moments animated.
You know, I used to write screenplays. I wrote a screenplay based off interactions between a kid I knew at work who just loved to drink soda, and then an interaction between Lance and Frank Caliendo at
Oh
Comic-Con.
man,
And
dude.
it's called it was like the Comic-Con Adventures or something, or King of Con or something like that. And then King of Con was already taken, so I had to come up with something else. But man, I would love to see it, like an AI animation version of it. I think it would probably be pretty good concept. But it's about this chubby kid who goes to Comic-Con dressed as a mashup of his two favorite Rocket Man ideas. So Rocket Man, Elton John, and then Rocket Man, the comedy series about the what's that comedian's name? He goes into space as an astronaut and he farts in his spacesuit.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that. Yeah,
his costume is Rocket Man, and everyone just keeps calling him Gay Iron Man because he's got this blinged out spacesuit, and they're like, "Oh, Gay Iron Man, just super inclusive. I love it. He's like, "Oh no, that's not it."
Englehart wearing the GIMP outfit.
It has to be done.
They talked about the Englehart situation on TAC on Wednesday and brought it all back up and how funny it was. And like, I love seeing, like, especially Corbin's like, you guys didn't know who Steve Englehart is? You guys didn't know? You insulted a comic legend to his face? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
Didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't on purpose, but it happened.
Wouldn't do it again,
Wouldn't do it again.
but it happened.
It did happen. And, you know, I think we're all apologetic and feel sorry about it, but it doesn't help that the only photo of the man is from like 20 years ago. So he's a young man. Yeah, Cliff on Comics was big mad about it. And
Yeah, he was.
so you get
He was.
the only like image of the
Who is
guy
that?
was from when he
Who's
was a
Cliff
young
on
man.
Comics?
He's another comic YouTuber that has been doing stuff with the guys on Wednesday, and Marco was on his show on Friday night, and Pete was on his show last Saturday morning. He's a good dude, very educational. And
I was
good
on there
comic
3 weeks
content.
ago.
Was it what? No, it was last
I
week.
was on
Wasn't
there
it? Oh, Sticks. Sticks was
Yeah,
on
I
there a
was
few
on
weeks
there
ago.
3 or 4 weeks
Bruce
ago.
has been on there. He's a good dude. Cliff's a good dude.
Yeah, the good dude.
And very entertaining. Watching him and Marco go back and forth because they're like water and oil is just so entertaining. And like what he plays this, the funniest thing to me last night was he plays this game called Rate It or Hate It, where he looks back 2 years at the Hot 10 comic list, and then you either rate the book or you hate the book. And it just watching Marco's mind try to put together how he's supposed to do this segment was like watching a toddler try to figure out which shape fits in what hole. Because he just like it just was like not computing with him, but he ended up getting it. And I applaud him for it. So
It was good episode last night.
you're gonna read that whole thing? You really gonna sit here and read the whole thing? But but yeah. So the Englehart thing, man, it just like that moment launched SNS into stardom. Probably. But it was an honest mistake, and what are we gonna do about it now? Like, we've tried to reach back out to him. He wants no part of it. I've thought about tricking him and being like, "Hey, do you want to come on this other podcast?" and just not telling him the name of it. But to be fair, and Marco made a good point. Like, he came in and his name was just Steve, and we were supposed to interview, what was it, Steve Hibbard or Hubbard?
Steve Hibbert, yeah.
So, and Marco defending us, I appreciate that. Like, in our defense, we were prepared for the guest we were told that was coming on, but that was not the guest that showed up. And he didn't come up and go, "Hey, I'm Steve Hibbert," or he didn't go, "I'm Steve Englehart," or he didn't have Steve Englehart written on his thing. It was just Steve. So honest mistake. We all felt bad, and we still feel bad, but now it's kind of grown and morphed and taking on a life of its own. So now it's just a meme. We've officially been memed. And
It had its own merch at one point.
It did. I think it still does.
I still have
it.
this. It's still for sale.
You can still get it, and people still talk about it. What? To this day,
Sticks can
3
still
years
promise
later?
to send you one and then never send it to you.
2 or 3 years later, like people still talk about it. So Marco not knowing how to fit in a hole is not surprising.
Maybe we need a mature reboot of SNS.
More mature than we already are.
Just the three of us talking about serious things, talking about comics for once. Get that show like fitted to an hour. Just get straight to the comics. A mature reboot.
Yeah.
No. No, it's overplayed.
We'll just get right into it. We'll just be like, all right. So this week we're covering Secret Wars 1 just the minute we start.
Yeah.
Or we could be like, I don't know, go real mature and be like, this week we're covering Vampirella or Plastic or just or this week we're going to read from cover to cover Penthouse Comics. Join us. Comic Book Theater, cover to cover, Penthouse Comics. Titan says, no, Sam.
No, don't do
All
it.
right. Moving on. The Flash will finally erase Sonic in a new DC Sonic the Hedgehog comic book series. DC Comics and Sega of America have shared a first look at the cover art and interior pages for DC X Sonic the Hedgehog, along with the covers for the following 3 issues. In case the title doesn't make it clear, the upcoming comic book series will see DC's Justice League team up with characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. In DC X Sonic the Hedgehog, written by Ian Flynn and artist Adam Bryce Thomas, the Justice League will meet Sonic and friends to kick off an all-new 5-issue comic book series. The comic features an unprecedented crossover event where the Justice League and Team Sonic must unite to save their worlds from a major threat. DC X Sonic the Hedgehog #1 by Flynn Thomas and colorist Matt Herms will be released March 19th. That's this Wednesday. That's this new comic book day. You can run into your shop and say, I want to pick up Sonic or DC X Sonic. I'm sure Bruce will have every cover and every variant for this book.
Will there be a panel of Sonic and Batman sharing chili dogs?
Maybe there will be
And John Mellencamp singing Sucking on Chili Dogs in the back.
maybe there'll be a panel of Wonder Woman and Amy Rose smashing dudes nuts with a giant hammer. Yeah, who knows? But Buffy says that doesn't sound like SNS. This week we're talking about Lilo and Stitch. Sounds about right. I'm missing Sonichu. Oh my god! You're telling me that you are a you're a Christian Western Chandler fan, Mega? Christian Western Chandler fan? That's a rabbit hole. If you need a rabbit hole to go down on while you're taking a dump, look up that saga. Because it's an interesting one. But
if you want another rabbit hole, there's a Sucking on Chili Dogs only version of Jack and Diane where they just repeat the line Sucking on Chili Dogs for the whole song.
now I'm hungry, Sam. Thanks.
Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. That's where
Nice. You can't have Sonic without the chew. Yeah. All right. So this is one of the covers. We have Sonic in team with the Justice League on one side. And we have Flash and Sonic with a Chaos Emerald on the other. And then we have this one where the Sonic characters are dressed up like the Justice League. Look at Sonic down there like the Flash. You got Shadow as Batman. Tails as Cyborg. Knuckles as Superman. Amy as Wonder Woman. You got Batman versus Mecha Sonic. That's actually a cool cover.
Sonic. Sonic.
Then you got some interior pages here where you see Sonic and Superman racing, Amy chasing down Wonder Woman in her invisible jet, Batman and Shadow riding on their bikes,
Shadow.
Tails and Cyborg. I forget the
Silver.
white one's name.
Silver.
And Green Lantern. And then you have Sonic racing the Flash across open water. And that's it for our news. And now that he disappears, we'll hand it over to Sam for Ed's favorite segment. Everybody buckle up because I have a feeling that we're about to dive into some big news in anime.
Okay. I had to let my dog out. All right.
Is that a metaphor
made
for
it just
something?
in
Is that a
time.
metaphor for you needing to put your pants back on?
Well, you be the judge. All right.
There were
next up.
chili dogs.
Sucking on chili dogs.
Suck it out, chili dogs.
First up. If you guys are familiar with the movie Edge of Tomorrow, which is a fantastic movie featuring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, that movie is based on a manga called All You Need Is Kill. And All You Need Is Kill also had an anime adaptation a few years ago, but we're getting a new All You Need Is Kill anime adaptation. This time it's going to be told from a different perspective. Now, in the manga, it's told from Cage's perspective, or Keiji's perspective, and not Rita Vertasky. Rita Vertasky, this is after Rita Vertasky has the day reset power taken away from her. This new version of All You Need Is Kill looks like it's being told from Rita Vertasky's perspective the first time when she gets the power, and maybe leading into a sequel or second season where it goes to Cage. Or KG. But it's a fantastic series. I love the manga. You guys loved Edge of Tomorrow. I also love Edge of Tomorrow. But All You Need Is Kill is the basis for that movie.
Ed says, it's my cue to go ask my wife for a quickie. You know, Ed, we all are aware that you could go get your quickie and still have enough time to come back to catch the end of Sam's segment.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
then,
only going to take you at most 2 minutes.
Yeah, Buffy said, or you could stay. Either way, you're getting screwed, Ed.
Love you guys so much. Thanks for all the love. So look for this coming out probably in the next 2 or 3 years, maybe late 2026. But they do have a trailer already dropped for this. Maybe it comes out sooner, but they have a trailer / sizzle reel for this already on YouTube if you want to check it out. But it looks pretty awesome, in my opinion. I love this series, and I can't wait to see more content. We were promised a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow, and that never happened. So
I prefer the title Live, Die, Repeat.
I mean, it is more descriptive, but just think of it as like a video game, but with real people.
Right.
Just throwing all those Mario lives at it.
Yeah. Get those 1-ups, people.
All right, next up. So last week we talked a little bit about what's next for Dragon Ball after Daima, and one of the animators for the Dragon Ball franchise, not just Daima, but Dragon Ball franchise as a whole. His last name, or his name is Nakatsuru. Was interviewed about what the future of Dragon Ball could hold, and one of the questions, or one of his responses, said, "If I could contribute something and be useful in some way, I would love to. But if we were to start again from the Dragon Ball manga, perhaps younger people would want to completely readapt it." And this is maybe the first, maybe not the first, but it's a recent suggestion that a reboot of the Dragon Ball series could be in the works. We don't have Akira Toriyama to kind of guide the franchise anymore, but they can go back and readapt the source material. There's 520 chapters of the manga. They could start with Goku as just a little kid and go through that series all over again. Matt, you're a big Dragon Ball fan, a lifelong Dragon Ball fan, maybe. Would you like to see a readaptation of Dragon Ball?
No, I wouldn't. I love the original Dragon Ball anime and manga, and I think it's good the way it is. I don't need a retelling of it. I feel like we've gotten a couple retellings of the Dragon Ball Z, depending on you want to go Kai or the Ocean dub or the Funimation dub or whatever you want to look at it. We've got at different versions, different retellings there. I want to see continuation. I don't want to see a retelling. I'm familiar with the source material. I understand where he's going with that it's maybe going to bring in a new audience. But if you look at the numbers, like, do you really need to do that to bring in a new audience? Like, Dragon Ball sells and it's still selling, and they make merchandise for everything and it sells. So why reboot to get more eyes on it when I think you're already doing that by just putting out content? If they had a set anime that hasn't been off the air for 6 years, 7 years, was it 7 years ago that Super ended?
I think yeah, I think so.
So maybe it was shorter, I don't know, but and then you got Daima, and like you said last week, Daima, you didn't necessarily like the end of Daima, but you missed Dragon Ball, miss watching Dragon Ball on Fridays, and I do too. So why not continue it? Something like we've had a year now where we haven't had the manga. We haven't really had anything up until Daima. So I feel like the way to get eyes on and keep Dragon Ball at the forefront of everything is keep going. Keep it.
Well, I do have one good reason why they should reboot Dragon Ball. And it has to do with my son. So my youngest son, he's 9, almost 10, and he likes to watch Dragon Ball. He likes to watch Dragon Ball Z. He likes to watch Dragon Ball GT. The problem with Dragon Ball GT is that in the opening credits, in the opening theme, every episode has a shot of Goku's little Saiyan. his little staff, his little power
his little root,
his little
chili dog
is in every his little chili dog is in every episode. And every time one of the females in my house sees that, they yell at my son to turn it off, and then he gets banned off the TV because he's just trying to watch Dragon Ball. And yeah, I don't know if you recall, but in the original Dragon Ball series, they also featured a lot of naked Goku, frontal nudity. And in Japanese, that's not that big of a deal. They don't care about that. Maybe they care about it more now than they did when it was animated 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
But these days that doesn't fly here. And so he gets yelled at every time someone catches him watching the show. That might be a good enough reason to update the series and remove the childhood nudity from the series.
Well, I mean, if you watch,
what about a re-edit?
Yeah, is he watching the original sub on Crunchyroll? Is that where that's coming? Because
Yeah.
if you watch like the Cartoon Network or the Funimation stuff, they don't have that.
No, he's watching it on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
Yes.
they do.
Yes,
They
nigga,
show
really
his
do.
little Goku. No, Sam's not boring me at all. My eyes itching. But I don't know.
That's the only reason. Like I mean,
Remove the
plus
nudity.
the Daima. The Daima animation style is so different. They're using like really modern techniques to animate Daima. I mean, I think I wouldn't mind seeing at least some sequences of the original series animated in with today's techniques. But yeah, I mean, it's a real product of its time, and certainly still has its place. But
If they're going to do a retelling, I want to see a retelling where Goku marries Bulma and has kids with Bulma, and then maybe, just maybe, Gohan won't be such a little bitch.
You want to see it go a different way.
I want to see it go a different way. I want to see Gohan not be such a little bitch. But and have the retelling end at the end of Cell Saga, just like Akira Toriyama originally wanted. Ended there. But I think that'd be intriguing to see what happens if Goku and Bulma had kids and Gohan actually met his full potential to where Goku just stay dead. When he dies, he could just be like, cool, I'm done. And then Gohan can take over instead of his mom being like, no, you gotta go study. You gotta go study. Your dad can't let rest in peace after saving the world because you gotta study and become such a little bitch that you can't defend it anymore. There it is. That's what I would do.
Well, I like it. All right, next up. So One Piece is coming back. You guys probably didn't know, but we've talked about it a few times. But the updated series has been on hiatus since the beginning of the year, or since December. No, I guess it's been a 6 months hiatus. It's coming back on April 6th, and it's going to pick up where it left off with the Egghead arc. In the meantime, they've been playing reanimation of the Fishman Island episode. And it's been pretty good, but it's been going a lot faster. But we're going to get new content back. And just so you know, all of the dubbed episodes have caught up to the current series, or the current episodes. So if you want to watch One Piece in English, you can watch it anytime on Crunchyroll. One Piece comes back on Crunchyroll on April 6th, and then it's on Netflix a week later, April 12th. So look forward to that. We have the conclusion of the Egghead arc, which will lead then immediately into the Elbaf arc. All right, next up. This one is really exciting. So Claymore, which is kind of like The Witcher, but with women. It's about these kind of mutated or hybrid women who fight monsters. They're going to adapt that manga series into a live action TV series through CBS Studios. I don't know if you guys know who Masi Oka is. He's a Japanese American actor, producer.
He sounds familiar.
He was in Heroes. He was the guy who had the time ability in Heroes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yato!
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
So they're going to produce Claymore. What it says is, while very little has been revealed yet, the report says the folks behind it hope to keep the action and complex moral dilemmas of the source material intact. They're currently seeking a writer to help bring Yagi's vision to the screen. So this has been greenlit. It's a more mature series. The animation and the art is, they try to keep it really realistic. And there's a lot of violence. some nudity also. So this might be something that you guys are looking forward to. I don't know how many people remember Claymore or read Claymore when it was running. Very good series, very highly thought of series or remembered series. So it did have an anime that was produced one season, 26 episodes a few years ago, but this is going to be live action. So we'll see when this pops. It's still in the pre-production phase of writing the scripts. And it's about these kind of women knights who fight shape-shifting monsters. And if we'll go to the next slide, this is a little bit of a taste from the very first. The poster on the left is from the anime series. The panel on the right is the very first panel of the manga. You can see the main character lopping off the head of one of these shape-shifting monsters. And then she goes into a town and where these shape-shifting monsters, they're called Yoma, have been attacking and killing some of the kids in town. And one of the kids encounters the Yoma and she saves him. And the story just kind of goes from there. But it's very much like The Witcher, these enhanced humans fighting the monsters, and they use swords. They have different swords fighting techniques, and it's a really exciting series in my opinion. So look for that. As the news drops on that, we'll keep you apprised. That's it for big news in anime and manga. But now we've got High Fidelity. So March 10th, I got a little update from Fidel. Just this one line: I graduate boot camp May 24th. Had to go to fat camp first. So that answered my question. I was really concerned because it seemed like he was going to be in basic for like 4 months. It was such a long time. So that's what it was. He had to lose some weight. He had to get into shape before they'd let him even do basic. So now he's going to graduate boot camp May 24th, and hopefully we hear some more from him as time goes on.
Do you think do you think it was Tony Perkins fat camp?
Yeah, Tony Perkins. Tony Perkins fat camp.
We did not send you to go-kart camp.
He hasn't lost a pound.
Yeah,
he was probably having a blast on the blob, getting launched 15 feet into the air into the lake. But yeah, that's it for High Fidelity. That takes us into
I feel safer knowing that Fidel is in the military, willing to fight for what's right in this country.
Fidel's going to come back going, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. You can't handle the truth.
I don't know. I don't think I can see Fidel ordering a code red. So
he might be the subject of one.
Yeah,
all right.
Maybe.
Let's start with highlight. Old man Sam getting out there playing some dodgeball with a bunch of young guys, still mixing it up. I had one good game. We played like 50 games that night. I had all these 3 clips come from the same game. This was like my best performance all night. So of course I had to clip it and post it.
I feel like I can hear the creak of your knees in that one. Just in that one jump.
And then this guy's named Jeremiah. He is terrific. He's a fantastic dodgeball player. And I never catch the balls that he throws at me. But I wasn't paying attention, and just at the last second I saw it coming and I was like, oh, whoa, and I caught it. And then Mitch, in the last throw, Mitch was sneaking up on me and he's getting ready to take me out. And I just out of the corner of my eye saw him and I was like, okay, here we go. And changed direction. Boom, got him right on his knee. He's the only player who's older than me.
Free Kyle's curtains.
Kyle's curtains.
They didn't want him going full metal jacket.
Right.
As far as Fidel.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if we go to the photo highlight, this is my 14-year-old nephew. He was facing down a 4v1. Our team got decimated, which happened a lot this week. And he ended up going toe-to-toe with all four of these guys and took them out in pretty dramatic fashion. Boom. Got Damien. Last one is Robert. Got him right on the toe. He just barely got him on the toe. So pretty awesome stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying the Dodgeball Instagram. I did not forget to record this week, so we'll have a lot more highlights this week.
Well, that's good, Sam. Good job. Love some Triple D Dodgeball highlights. All right, that brings us to mega character matchup, where last week we found out that our competition this week will be between the reigning, defending, undisputed champion Shazam going up against Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. Sam, you want to let us know what's on the up and up this week?
Shazam is still amazing. He's still got godlike strength, speed, durability, energy projection, fighting skills, and intelligence. He's still the formidable opponent that he has been for the last few weeks. Next up, we got Shang-Chi. He can lift about 350 pounds, which is about 1.1% of what Shazam can lift. He has great reaction time. He can dodge bullets. He has peak human endurance, capable of prolonged physical activity without fatigue. He can withstand impacts that would incapacitate an average human, like blunt force trauma and falls from significant heights. He can jump at the last second and not take any fall damage in a falling elevator. He has Olympic level agility. He's able to perform complex acrobatic maneuvers with ease. He has enhanced reflexes, allowing him to react and counter attacks almost instantly. He has master level combat skills in multiple martial arts, including Kung Fu. He has the ability to manipulate chi, which is the life energy that flows within us all.
Like string cheese?
Wow. Anybody can manipulate cheese. You just go to the store, get yourself some Munster or Havarti, and wrap it into fun shapes. No, this is chi, or in Naruto they called it chakra. He has the ability to use pressure point precision to incapacitate opponents. He can also use various weapons, including swords, staves, and nunchucks. He can perform high-level acrobatic feats such as flips, rolls, and free running. And he's an expert in stealth tactics, moving silently and avoiding detection. So he sounds like just a great guy. You know, that's just the kind of guy you want in your dodgeball team.
The stellar man.
There you go.
All right, the scenario. This is a long one this week.
The battle begins in an abandoned cityscape at night. The air is thick with tension as the two combatants face off amidst the rubble of a decayed urban environment. The flickering streetlights cast eerie shadows, adding to the suspense. Shazam, wielding the power of ancient gods, transforms into his heroic form with a bolt of magical lightning. His immense strength, speed, and durability are immediately evident as he takes to the sky, surveying the battlefield from above. Shang-Chi, ever the master strategist, remains grounded, focusing his chi to enhance his physical abilities and sharpen his senses. He knows he must rely on his martial arts prowess and agility to level the playing field against a seemingly invincible opponent. Shazam descends with a thunderous crash, sending debris flying as he lands. He charges at Shang-Chi with the speed of Mercury, intending to end the fight quickly with his overwhelming power. But Shang-Chi, with his enhanced reflexes and combat skills, deftly dodges Shazam's initial assault. As the battle progresses, though, Shang-Chi uses his agility and acrobatics to stay one step ahead, landing precise strikes on Shazam's pressure points. The blows, while not enough to incapacitate Shazam, momentarily disrupt his focus and create openings for further attacks. Realizing the need for a different approach, Shang-Chi channels his chi into his strikes, amplifying their power and creating shockwaves with each hit. Shazam feels the impact of the enhanced blows, but his durability and regenerative abilities allow him to recover quickly. Shazam, impressed by Shang-Chi's skills, decides to unleash the full extent of his powers. He calls upon the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the power of Zeus, to create a devastating combination of magical attacks. Lightning bolts rain down from the sky, and the ground trembles with Shazam's might. Shang-Chi, despite his best efforts, struggles to keep up with the onslaught. He uses his chi to form a protective barrier, but the sheer force of Shazam's attacks begin to wear him down. In a final desperate move, Shang-Chi channels all his remaining chi into one last powerful strike, aiming for Shazam's vulnerable spot. The blow lands, causing Shazam to stagger, but his incredible resilience allows him to quickly regain his footing. With a mighty roar, Shazam delivers a knockout punch, sending Shang-Chi crashing into the rubble. In this scenario, Shazam emerges as a clear winner. His combination of divine power, superhuman strength, and durability ultimately proved too much for Shang-Chi to overcome, despite his exceptional martial arts skill and chi manipulation.
All right, so that means our winner yet again is Shazam. So let's find out who's gonna take on Shazam next week. Give me a good one. Firestar.
Oh, wow. Very topical.
Yeah. So tune in next week to see, will Shazam prevail yet again, or can Firestar play spoiler? And that leads us in to best and worst covers of the week. I think we got some good ones for you this week, so watch your ears. Kicking us off for worst covers of the week, we have Absolute Batman number 6, cover C, the Simon Beasley variant.
You could almost believe that Kevin Eastman drew this.
It is very Kevin Eastman-esque, yes.
Mhm.
It is.
It just doesn't have the same like flatness and thick pen lines that Kevin Eastman uses. But otherwise, it's the same.
I want to know how this gun is just shooting with nobody pulling the trigger. It's just firing.
Well, that's how guns work. They
So
just
they want
shoot.
you to leave, huh? Look at the massive arm on Batman here, man.
That's the guy that Batman's
No.
punching. The guy that Batman's punching there, he had the gun in his hand, and it's kind of
But like, look at his hand. His hand is completely open. And he's
yeah.
not
no,
Well,
holding
his
the trigger.
finger's still on the trigger.
The green guy is the one who's shooting the gun. The red guy is the one getting punched.
Yeah, the red guy got punched. Yeah, see, Sam's right. Getting punched right out of his Michael Jackson.
I think they
Thriller
both got
tracksuit.
punched. I think it was a double punch.
He got a twofer.
A twofer.
Well, you can see that he's punching the red guy into, maybe a half dozen other skeleton soldiers.
But the other skeleton had lost his hat.
There's a third skeleton head between the red arm and the green skeleton.
Yeah, right there.
He's
Yeah.
catching a knee to the jaw.
Oh, that's a knee. Oh.
This looks like an Eastman. Yeah,
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
All Firestar has to do is tell Billy that she'll let him look at her boobs, and he lets her win. It's true.
Fair.
Yeah. Power of the boob.
Yeah, that's a knee right there catching that guy.
There you go.
Now, are these skeleton versions of classic Batman villains? Because I feel like the green one kind of has a Riddler.
It does have a very
Riddler
Riddler-esque
theme
feel,
going
huh?
on.
I don't think it is. I think it's part of the Black Mask crew. It's who it's supposed to be, but the thug crew that he's facing off against, the Black Mask gang or whatever the hell they're called. I think that's what it's supposed to be, but yeah, it's not great. Moving
Well,
on, we have Batman, Superman, World's Finest, 37, the Dead Mora Guy Fieri cameo card stock cover.
Welcome to Flavortown, USA.
Batman and Superman want to take you to Flavortown.
Wow.
Cover not final. Oh,
Who
that's
had
the guy.
Guy Fieri in a comic book cover on their 2025 bingo card? Because I
We're
know I
going
did.
to America's favorite diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Zaggy says, grade this.
Oh man.
Tyson says, Firestar will give him a fiery venereal disease.
Woo.
Flavor Town. I think you should. You should get Guy Fieri to sign this and then get it graded.
This is amazing.
Looks like Superman smuggling an extra sandwich in his trousers there. Grumpy Jesus, I pre-ordered this.
That's where he keeps his hoagie.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Gotta love. Why is it that Guy Fieri looks better than Batman and Superman in this?
I don't know.
Batman's
Fieri
drinking
looks
some
jacked.
maca tea.
Yeah.
Batman's smuggling some extra franks in his shorts too.
Yes, he is.
Why are Batman and Superman so loaded in this one?
They want
Oh,
you to know
man.
the power of the flavor.
That means that if Guy Fieri wasn't sitting in his convertible, he'd also be packing.
I'm definitely picking this cover up. I don't even care. Then we have Those Not Afraid #3, the Fabri cover. It's the MSG. The MSG.
That
gives
guy's
you
got
that
a serious
Macedon.
brow wrinkle.
Yes, he does.
That is the most furrowed brow.
And she's
ever.
got this look on her like, you fart? You fart? This looks like Tom Hardy.
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think that looks like Tom Hardy? I think that looks
No.
like Tom Hardy.
I think the gal looks
no.
like a cross between Rosario Dawson and Jenna Ortega.
I was thinking Rosie Perez.
I can definitely see the Jenna Ortega.
And then the clown looks like he's trying to win some sort of ice skating competition.
Superhero pose. Those not afraid of a broken nose.
I got my nose shoved up.
Next up, we have Detective Comics 1095. Cover C, the Jason Sean Alexander variant. This looks like Batman is taking a grumpy.
I was
And
going to say, it
this
looks like he's getting
like-
ready to roll some dice.
This looks, yeah, where he's betting. Come on. Come on, Black. Come on,
No
24.
snake eyes.
Come on, 24. Yeah.
No snake eyes.
He's looking, and this looks like she's about to flick her bean. She's
Yeah,
not.
she
And
looks like
who's
that
that
pose.
character? Who's the other character behind Batman? Do we know? Kind of looks like a female Deadpool or like a very hairy Deadpool.
We can hear Joe, but not Brian.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Now we're good. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely looks like she's Batman is either throwing dice, putting it all on Black, letting it ride, or dropping a grumpy, and she looks like she's about to flick that bean.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Buffy says, I can't hear either one.
That's probably good.
Next up, we have the New Gods
Whoa.
#4, the B. Gilm March variant. Beware the Eyes of March.
Yeah. Oof. Where's art too?
Yes.
That's got like a
Face.
very Soviet toppled statue feel to it.
Walter Brimley's looking good.
Yeah.
For
Diabetes.
Brimley.
Diabetes. Ed says I put both on mute. Damn, Ed. Muting everybody. But yeah, very Walter Brimley-esque looking cover here. We're going to add some extra wrinkles to let you know that she means business.
You didn't clean your room.
Buffy says, it's okay, Sam. Or it's okay, Ed. Sam's segment is over. Then we have this new champions #3, Peach Momoko kimono variant. This
What
is
the
a
heck?
terrible Peach cover. What? It's been a long time since Peach has been on this segment.
Yeah.
What
What
the heck?
character is it? I know what character it is. If you can't tell what character it is, why? I suppose it's one of the new champions. I don't know any of those characters now.
Is that supposed to be
It's-
Spider-Man?
I don't know who it's supposed to be, honestly. Maybe it's
Gotta be one of those new kids, right? One of the new
maybe it's
kids.
the creature she saw in her fever dream. I don't know. But it's just not, it's not great.
Agreed.
Isn't that the Ghost Rider kid? I don't know. I'm not reading New Champions, but it doesn't matter who it is. It's doo doo. It's not worth the $3.99 cover price.
It's definitely like an old Japanese style. This is like
Oh, yeah.
how they did geishas in old Japanese style. But
I don't.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you can't tell what character it is. Or,
I don't get how she gets.
I guess
She
you'd have to
does
be reading the book.
some phenomenal stuff, but this is just a miss. And I wonder if CGC is going to start giving her own pedigree now, where it's going to be like, oh, we got a Peach Momoko, because it's now they've got like her signature up there with the variant. I don't know, but
Oh, yeah. That's different. I didn't notice that.
yeah, I've never seen that unless she's just started doing that. But it's not a great Peach. Then moving on to or hype people get for her work. Best covers of the league. We have Daredevil Unleash Hell, the red band number 3. Now this is a good Peach Momoko variant,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't have that little crest up there.
well, it's called ukiyo or ukiyo-e style.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's all Japanese style of art. This is not old Japanese style. This is modern watercolor Peach Momoko.
Beautiful. It's beautiful Peach Momoko cover. I can see why people buy her art for this. Beautiful muse. Electra looks good. Beautiful. Then we have Vampirella 675, the Jenny Virgin variant.
Okay.
I love Frisian stuff, but lately I feel like this stuff's getting kind of repetitive. But this is a very nice cover.
It's Jess,
It's a very nice,
new girl.
yeah, Vampirella cover. Buffy
It's
says
Jess.
Jedi approves.
It's Jess. Looks like Zoe Deschanel.
It does kind of. Or I was gonna say, well, what's her name? She's married to Dave Franco. I can't think of her name now. She was in Community. Oh my God.
Oh, Alison Brie.
Alison Brie. Thank you, Sam. The crest is probably all the kimono covers. All right, that makes sense. Is that a cock ring?
Maybe.
You have to slide it on when you take her shirt, when you take her top off. Maybe.
Like one of those carnival games.
Yeah, that's right. Ring toss, baby. Then we have One World Under Doom, number 2, the Lineal U Doomosaurus cover.
I got these little arms.
So we have to have a T-Rex version of everything. Spider-Man, Venom. Why not Doom?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's got these tiny little arms.
different.
Don't you make fun of his tiny little arms. Then we have Catwoman 74, the Dan Panosian cardstock cover.
Hey now.
Hey, now indeed. I like he's kind of got the Zoe Kravitz feel a little bit. Maybe it's supposed to be Halle Berry feel to this Catwoman, but it is nice.
She's hitting you with the bedroom eyes.
Yes, she is. Letting you know that this dump truck is cock stocked and fully loaded.
It's better than that Cheeto Michael Jordan.
How did the T-Rex even get started? It's Spider-Verse, man.
Spider Rex.
Yeah.
Then we have the Stitches #3 Skull Griffin Virgin cover. This is pretty sweet.
Are those two covers or?
Yeah,
same
they're two
cover?
separate covers.
Looks very post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
This is, I do like this Panosian cover. Sticks, do a deep dive for us. Ed is requesting you do a deep dive into
In the T-Rexes.
T-Rex
versions.
Oh, the T-Rex. Well, in
amazing.
1970.
Let's not forget about Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Well, yeah. 1978. I mean, Jack Kirby created the Devil Dinosaur. That started it off for Marvel, and then I guess we'll fast forward quite a few years later. We did get Denver the Dinosaur. We did get one of my favorite cartoons of all times for Saturday morning, the Dinosaurs. I don't know if you're familiar with Dinosaurs, but it was a short-lived cartoon series. Then fast forward a few more years, we got the Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse gave us Spider-Rex, and then now we're getting Doom Rex. So there you go. There's your deep dive in less than a minute and a half.
Fantastic, Sticks. Good stuff. The crowd goes wild for Sticks' deep dive. And I hope... who says you don't learn stuff about comics on this show? I don't know.
No.
We got this One World Under Doom #2, 1 in 100, Alessandro Cappuccio Virgin variant.
Cappuccio.
Cappuccio Virgin variant. This is sick. This is a badass cover.
I like this cover. This is a good cover.
There is a trade dress of this as well. But the 1 in 100 Virgin is a beauty. He's your friend in a
mega.
whole lot more.
It's the trade on the top and the bottom.
The last dinosaur. He's your friend and a whole lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I have a soundboard, Buffy. I don't have it loaded with a bunch of stuff. But there's a soundboard.
Sam pulls out his tool belt every once in a while.
I mean, this is Buffy. Let me know what more you want on the soundboard. You guys miss Kyle? I can give you a little Kyle.
I want to go to karate because it was on the same night as Wonder Years, so I can watch Winnie Cooper. I quit karate for fucking Winnie Cooper.
There's a little Kyle. Little Kyle talking about Winnie Cooper. I can give you some Sam as we're about to start the show. There you go.
The reverb on that is spectacular.
Here's some Sticks while he's waiting for his turn to do the time tunnel.
I like turtles.
Yeah, got a lot of there.
Yeah.
So this is
A long time since the county fair.
This is what Marco hears in his mind every time he goes on a show. Here's what our show becomes when Marco shows up. Dumpster fire. All right. That's all I need. That's it. And then whenever someone's like, never mind. That's enough. Moving on. Our Don't Mind Me Just Ate Taco Bell cover of the week is Giant Size Special Dream Weaver Daniel cover.
He's laboring right there. You can see it.
Please come out. Please come out.
He's afraid to take a breath because he doesn't want to lose his progress.
Don't blow your O-ring, buddy. Don't blow that O-ring.
Yeah,
He's been working on it.
Or is that the look of a man who just said, I just bought these slacks and I have soiled them now?
Oh man. My boss was telling me for the second time this year, he's gotten food poisoning from An egg salad sandwich he bought at some questionable location.
Was it a
gas station location?
One
Dude, I
was
won't.
One
I
was at a
won't-
vending machine in our office complex, and then the other was at the airport. And I was like, dude, if you were a fish, your bait would be egg salad sandwiches. You cannot resist them, and they always do you wrong.
I won't do that. I won't eat an egg salad sandwich from anywhere. Thanks to that episode of Futurama where Fry eats one and then he gets worms.
He gets worms, but they make him smart.
Yeah, they do make him smart. But again, like I just think of that every time I see like an egg salad sandwich sitting in a vending machine or a gas station. I'm like, no, I no. Who eats that? I won't even eat tuna fish from like Subway. I won't eat tuna fish unless I make it.
Well, you have to make your own egg salad.
He noticed blood.
Yeah, he's in real trouble.
Truth be told, he's crying because his wife discovered pegging.
You know, a little splash of red would really make it pop, you know?
It would, like right around here, maybe
Yeah.
on the floor. Maybe it's like draining down off the chair onto the floor.
No, like a toilet paper roll with a little splash of red on it.
Yeah.
Sticks.
No.
Oh.
And then our homage covers of the week, we have Dead Eyes, The Emperor.
Oh.
The empty frames.
I
Yeah,
like this
sorry. I don't know why I said Emperor, but to the Daredevil. What number is that? Daredevil.
One.
Is it number? Is it one?
No, it's 2 something. 225? Maybe. I know which cover it is, but
184. It's 184.
maybe.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. We use it.
No,
We used it as part of our image for a while, so
Yeah.
you should know that. But beautiful. All right, and then we have the Loose Ends #2, Hack Fear and Loathing homage cover.
Looks like Plastic Man.
That's a good, yeah, it does kind of, but it's a good homage cover.
Mhm.
He needs the Chipotle away. And then we have the Loose Ends #2, Frana cover.
What's this homaging?
Is this oh, I'll pick this one. Is this in Fight Club? Is it? Yeah, is it Fight Club?
Maybe.
I don't know. If someone in the chat knows what cover this is homaging, because I don't know off the top of my head. And then we have Archie is Mr. Justice. Of course, this is homaging ASM 60, the first Kingpin.
50.
Or 50, yes, 50.
Yeah, 50.
The first Kingpin.
Archie no more.
It looks like Fight Club.
Yeah, it does look like Fight Club. I'm not gonna argue with that. This is an alright cover. I like it.
Except for Archie in his Nightwing outfit.
It is night. It does look like Nightwing.
Super Nightwing. And that brings us to our first appearances of the week. Watch your ears, peoples. First, we have the first appearance of Rick Jones as Sleeper Agent after bonding with the Sleeper symbiote. So we have Luke Cage. If you've been reading All New Venom through the first 4 issues, we've been going through this. Don't know who the identity of the new Venom is. They think it's 4 people: Madam Mask, Luke Cage, Robbie Robertson, or Rick Jones. Well, Luke Cage and Rick Jones have now both been pretty much ousted,
Eliminated.
as well as Madam Mask. But we have a lot of speculations that it's going to be Robbie Robertson or somebody else. But at the very end of the book, and I kind of like the way they did it, because it almost makes it look like Rick is going to be Venom, and then he pops out to be Sleeper Agent. So we're supposed to find out the identity of Venom, the all-new Venom in issue 5, which hits newsstands next month. But right now, we got our first appearance of Rick Jones as Sleeper Agent. Then in Aquaman, number 3, we got the first appearance of Dagon, a new villain.
Is he like a dragonborn?
Kind of feels that way.
Like a dragon motif very strongly here.
Darkseid is Aquaman.
Then we have Deadpool number 12. Our first appearance of Agent Gao, a war cry, or Agent Gao as War Cry, a herald of Ares. Mouthful there.
Now Ares has a herald. Okay.
Everyone's getting a herald, bro. And then Void Rivals, we have the first full appearance and origin of Zerdatron.
Oh, Zerdatrion. Yeah, okay. Brother of Alphatrion.
Looks like a sister to me, my friend. Oh, Rick Jones, bitch.
Okay. I guess those are boobs. Sure.
I mean, they look like boobs to me, as far as robot boobs can go.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
But
Sister.
those all hit your shelves this week. So if you're looking for the hot first appearances, there you go. Make sure to pick them up next Wednesday or tomorrow when you go into your local shop, if you do. And we're going to hand it over to Sam for which song did Sam rap better? Buffy says she's half the robot she used to be. Last week we had I want to say it was Tyson, but I can't remember. Requested, was it Tyson?
Yeah.
Requested some Lonely Island SNL digital short songs. So I happily obliged him this week, and I didn't tell Sam I was going to happily oblige him. So this week we've got I Threw It on the Ground and Dick in a Box.
Okay.
Tyson said, finally, SNL parody songs. So we'll let you start it off with I Threw It on the Ground.
All right, here we go. I was walking through the city streets, and a man walks up to me, and he hands me the latest energy drink. Run faster, jump higher. Man, I'm not going to let you poison me. I threw it on the ground. You must think I'm a joke. I ain't gonna be part of your system, man. Pump that garbage in another man's veins. I go to my favorite hot dog stand, and the dude says, you come here all the time. Here's one for free. I said, man, what do I look like? A charity case? I took it and threw it on the ground. I don't need your handouts. I'm an adult. Please, you can't buy me, hot dog man. At the farmer's market with my so-called girlfriend. She hands me her cell phone, says it's my dad. Man, this ain't my dad. This is a cell phone. I threw it on the ground. What, you think I'm stupid? I ain't part of your system. My dad's not a phone. Duh.
Good job, Sam. All right, then we'll go to Dick in a Box.
Hey, girl, I got something real important to give you, so just sit down and listen. Girl, you know we've been together such a long, long time, and I'm ready to lay it on the line. Well, you know it's Christmas and my heart is open wide. Gonna give you something so you know what's on my mind. A gift real special, so take off the top. Take a look inside. It's my dick in a box. It's in a box. Not gonna get you a diamond ring. That sort of gift don't mean anything. Not gonna get you a fancy car. Girl, you know you're my shining star. Not gonna get you a house in the hills. A girl like you needs something real. Wanna get you something from the heart, something special, girl. It's my dick in a box, girl. It's my dick in a box. Oh, my dick in a box, girl.
Sam's silky voice just melted my wife's panties.
1, put a hole in a box. 2, put your junk in that box. 3, make her open the box. That's the way you do it.
Good job, Sam. There you go, Tyson. I really feel like Sam. I should have picked It's Not Gay in the 3-Way. I feel like that's the song that would really send it home. Maybe next week. But there you go, Tyson. Tyson says both. Tyson love both.
Well, good, because there's more coming.
It's time for that. Who said it quote of the week, and who said it belongs to Sereth? I bet there's a 5-minute clip of Kyle beating him on the how to remark his book. Of course, that goes back to the topic of Stan Lee and the documentary that's coming out about his last year of life and the elder abuse he received. I believe that comes from us from TAC on Wednesday. But I just felt like it was very fitting that Sereth had to throw it out there that he bet that there was a 5-minute clip of Kyle mercilessly beating Stan Lee to remark his book. That or Mother Lover Matt. Oh, both. I think we're going to do both, Tyson. We'll do both next week. And that brings us to our Dom game. Everybody buckle up because it's time for everyone's favorite Dom-tober. Watch yours. All right. Kicking us off this week. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
Yeah, he did.
Sam said
Yeah,
yes.
he did. That's easy. We're starting off easy.
Sticks, do you think Dom liked this picture?
I'm gonna say no.
Sarah
says yes. Sarah knows. Sarah knows what Dom likes.
I do.
Ed says yes. Zaggy says, well, you can see the bulge, so yes. As well as Sam did. Dom got that yellow fever.
Oh, shit.
Ed says Sam likes it too. All right. Did Dom like this photo? No, it was Greg Capullo.
Greg Capullo. Oh, it's a series.
It is a series, yes. It was Greg
video.
Capullo who liked this lovely young lady.
Gotta get Greg Capullo on here. Explain himself.
Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
What the hell?
It's the try move.
Oh man, no. I bet it was me. I bet I like this picture because I've seen this chick. I don't think that's real. It's like that. What is it? Total Recall, right? Where the chick has two boobs.
Yep. Ed says, "What the hell?" Zaggy says, "Yes." Ed is shocked that there's 3 boobs on his screen right now. Utterly shocked. You think? What do you think, Sam? Do you think he liked this? You think it was you?
I think it was me because I was laughing. I laughed the first time I saw this.
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I'll say no.
Sarath says David Nakayama.
Nakayama.
Sarah is dialed in. It could be Nakayama for sure.
Tyson says Rob Liefeld. All right. Who was it? Was it Tyson? It was Tyson. Yes. It was Tyson. Loving the three. I don't know, Sam. That looks pretty real.
I don't think it's
There's
real.
no way
man.
it can be real, though.
I don't think that's real.
I don't know, Tyson. You might have to do more research for us, bud. True, Tyson. You can't see your feet. Did Dom like this photo? This beautiful, lovely young lady.
Yes, this will be the first Dom,
Miss
actual
Trouble.
Dom like.
Sam
I'll
says
say
yes.
yes.
Sticks says
I
yes.
say yes as well.
What say you, chat? Did Dom like this luscious, lovely young lady? I don't know. Was it Dom? Maybe it was David Nakayama. Tyson says, I have. Those boobs are real. Tyson's done the research. Ed says yes. Was this Dom? I forget what you said. Yes, Sam. Stick says no.
I said yes.
Sticks, what did
I
you
said yes. No, I said yes.
Yes. Okay. Did Dom like this photo? No, it was David Nakayama.
David Nakayama. Sarah is all over it.
I think he said David Nakayama for the 3-boob chick, the tri-boob.
Oh,
Yeah,
did he?
Yeah.
Ed says, she's so young, I feel dirty just looking at it. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
God.
Man,
Story.
Dom at all yet.
we still have yet to get a Dom picture up here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Did Dom like this one?
Mm.
How are you feeling about your odds?
This is AI, so I'm going to say yes to this. Dom loves his AI.
You think it's AI?
Yes, this is 100% AI.
Sam
Maybe.
says it's AI.
I'm gonna say yes.
Buffy says, just because you're dirty doesn't make you wrong. Did Dom like this one? Yes. Sarah said, I think it's sent this to Dom. My guess is yes. And then, well, did Dom like this photo? No, it was Tyson.
Tyson. Tyson's giving us, Dom's giving us the slip this week.
Yeah.
Next up, did Dom like this photo?
Man. This looks like what I would say for Tyson, but we still haven't seen any Dom yet, so I'm gonna go with Dom for this one.
Yeah, I have to say yes. I forgot. One of these have to be, right?
Gotta be.
Or do they skunk them? Or do they skunk us this week? No doubt.
Yeah, maybe they're shooting the moon.
Did Dom like this photo? Tyson says titties. Ed says, I give up. Don't give up, Ed. You got this. Keep playing strong, Ed. Persevere. Persevere, Ed. Buffy says, and only 2. Sam says, Tyson or Dom?
Yes. I say yes for
yes
Dom.
to Dom. Sticks?
I said yes to Dom.
So far, I'm striking out.
Yeah.
It was Dom.
Yeah, there it is.
Finally, we get a Dom.
There we go. There we go.
Sarah
Good job,
said Brucifer.
No way.
Not enough hair.
Did Dom like this picture? Chasing you at Fashion Nova.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dude. No, wait. What's that thing?
I'm a dude. I am Edwardag.
I'm gonna stick with I'm a dude. I'm gonna say, although I will say, what am I gonna say?
Yeah, what are you gonna say? What are you trying to
I'm gonna
say?
say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it was probably Tyson again.
I don't. This is not a Tyson. This is definitely not a Tyson.
You don't think so?
No.
Joe
Tyson-
Quesada.
Tyson's feed and my feed have synced up because of how much stuff we've.
You guys are on the same.
It says no Joe
It's like-
Quesada, Stan Lee. I would be impressed if Stan Lee liked this one, Ziggy.
Yeah,
If that was the case, Brucifer would like it, Sticks.
he's back from the grave to like titty pics on Instagram.
All right. Did Dom like this one? No, it was Tyson. This was a Tyson like.
Dang, I am totally uncalibrated tonight.
Got a couple more, Sam. There's still time for you to lock in. Lock it up, Sam. Did Dom like this photo? Yes or no?
No.
Explore with me. Nova Men by
Yeah,
Fashion
first.
Nova.
Ooh.
I don't know. Dom
This
is a
chick is
fan
representing
of those,
Brazil. This chick is
Dom
representing
is a
Brazil.
fan of those BLLs or those BBLs, and there's a rainbow behind that bad boy. So
What is it? What are you trying to say?
Sarah says
Pooping
Capullo.
rainbows.
Ed says yes. I said I think this one screams Dom. Tyson says Capullo. Buffy
Yeah,
says DNA.
Whatever I say, bet the opposite. I'm totally off.
What do you think, Sticks?
I'm gonna say yes.
You found a middle ground yet, Sam? Where you're gonna go with yes or no?
I'm saying no.
No. Did Dom like this photo? He did. This was a Dom like.
I'm telling you, I'm way off today.
This one screams Domtober. Did Dom like this photo? Yes or no? You might be that girl, but you're not this one. Which one?
All right, I'm gonna say yes.
Sam says
Yeah, I'll
yes.
say yes as well.
Sticks locks in with a yes. What say you, chat? Did Dom like this photo? Did somebody else like this photo? Sarah says yes. Dom liked that photo. Sarah seems like he is very confident in his yes. Did Dom like this photo? He did, yes. It was a Dom.
Yay!
You're back on the board, Sam.
All right.
You got this, Sam. You got it. Lock it
Got a
in.
streak going. Keep it up.
Tyson says she can twerk on me anytime. That's a KFC thigh, LOL.
Yeah, that does look like that looks like a drumstick for sure.
That's one of those Ren Fair ones.
Dom likes his cake chocolate. I think Dom is an equal opportunity cake eater, personally.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've learned about Dom through all of this.
There's not
is
very many flavors of cake that Dom would not partake in, I don't think.
He is an enjoyer of all things from all peoples.
I can't blame him, though. All right. And that's it for the Dom game. Now we hand it over to Sticks to take us.
Zard.
Yeah,
There you
to take us on a adventure through the timey-wimey of space on the time tunnel. And why isn't his theme music playing? Sticks,
need
I
me
think
to
your
wrap it?
internet is affecting your own segment, my man.
Man,
Yeah, I can't. I'm clicking
okay.
it's not playing your stuff. But
that's okay. All right. So this week we're gonna go back into the eBay realm. Yes, that Charizard sold this week.
I think StreamYard just didn't know what it felt like to be your internet.
I guess so.
All
right.
Gave you the business.
So this week in sales from eBay, I'm going to show you a photo of a food item that the author of the sale says is something. You in the chat are going to tell me what you think that is. And then the next slide, I'll show you what the listing says. So go to the first slide. All right. So what the F is this? What do you think the author of the sale says this is?
This is
Jurassic
Kyle celebrating being surrounded by 2 Caucasaurus Rexes.
Yeah, it looks like Jurassic Park. Like it's a Cheeto Jurassic Park.
Matt is not far off. Matt is not far off. I'm going to probably give him a half a point.
Zaggy says Dino Nuggets.
Dino Nuggets. So these are these famed Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They gave us the Cheetazord. And here we go. He says they're shaped like Jesus partying with 2 dinosaurs.
How do you get Jesus out of that? How do you get Jesus out of this?
I don't know. It could be whoever you want to be partying with 2 dinosaurs. But a $10,000 ask. I don't think I'm buying this for $10,000. But it does have free delivery, so maybe.
Jesus partying with 2 dinosaurs.
What a steal.
Yep.
You could have said it looks like Freddie Mercury. Cock on each side of a chick holding her legs up. There you go, Tyson.
Okay, next one. All right, what the F is this? This is this picture is from both sides, so you can get an idea of what your guess might be.
Is it Jar Jar Binks with breast implants?
I was gonna say it looks like Squidward with tits.
Ooh.
Although in this one, it almost looks like a face. Like here's the ear, here's the hair, here's the eye, here's the nose, and he's just got like a giant mouth. It looks like Quagmire.
Giggity goo.
Over here, it looks like breast implants.
Mr. Beetle Bailey.
Mr. Burns, Beetle Bailey, Mailman,
Mr. Burns,
Seahorse. I can see Seahorse too, Tyson.
You know, in one of the past segments, I have shown a Lay's potato chip shaped like a seahorse before. All right, and your answer is
this is Sam when he eats too much spicy food and he's not winning this battle.
I gotta go.
Oh, it was close.
It was Squidward.
It was Squidward with a $12,000 ask.
0 bits. Dude,
and with the free delivery.
Cheeto.
All right. Now, what the F is this?
Is this chicken skin?
This is a chicken nugget.
Pork rind. Oh, it's a chicken nugget.
It's a chicken nugget. I'm going to give you a hint on this one because this one's kind of hard.
No.
Is a Disney?
It's the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas or Nightmare Before
Oogie Boogie?
Oogie Boogie.
I was gonna say it looks to me like Godzilla surfing. He's riding a big wave. Marco on vacation.
Oh,
looks
no
like
deep
Patrick.
V on that one. It does look like Patrick. All right, and the answer
Buffy
is
said it looks like Boogie from Nightmare.
there you go. All right, left over, yeah.
Tiger
Boogie
says
Patrick.
Oogie Boogie.
And it is. Yep. It's the chicken nugget shaped like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, everybody. $20,000 ask to benefit charity.
Jesus Christ.
don't know what charity. I should have looked up what charity he was trying to benefit, but probably his own charity.
Starving children. It's called Charity Pocketbook.
All right. What the F is this? What could this be?
That looks like, ha. It's like an
Is
Elmer
this,
Fudd nose.
This looks like Kilroy. Do you guys know who Kilroy is?
It's Barney the dinosaur.
No, I don't know. Well, I know different types of Kilroys. I don't know what you're speaking of.
Big nose hangs over.
The big nose looking over like a ledge.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay, yeah.
Featured in a Stick song. The Stick song.
Well, it is a Stick song.
Mr. Roboto.
Chick-fil-A has free delivery.
Yeah. Kilroy was here. That's the name of the album.
Sarah says Barney.
Barney, that's a good guess.
Hey, I could see Barney. Pac-Man before his rhinoplasty.
Or his rhinoplasty. Very good, Tyson. Very good. I approve. All right. And your answer is, he says it's a rare ridged Ziggy head.
Oh, Ziggy.
From the Ziggy cartoon. With a $25,000 ask, but you have to pay $8.19 for a delivery.
Of course, if you wanted to arrive in one piece, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. And what the F is this?
It's the bottom half of a Bigfoot.
This is the hard one.
Scooby-Doo. The bottom half of like a Scooby-Doo running.
I was gonna say it's like Bugs Bunny running. But it looks like someone took a bite out of it.
Wait, I gotta take a picture. Oh, I'll still take the picture.
Ed running away from Sam's segment. Zaggy says Kermit. Lucifer and Dom finally giving into their passion.
Just make out already.
All right, and your answer is they said it looks like Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat. His legs.
That's a fucking reach. If I've ever seen one.
And they're asking $150,000 for this. Yeah.
Well, at least it's a reasonable ask.
Funny, I need to take out a second mortgage on the car so I can buy a chicken tender shaped like the bottom half of the Cat in the Hat.
Yep. Just looking for the top half now.
He ate it.
Yep. Did I have one more? I don't know if I had one more. No, I did not. There you go. That's things from eBay that you probably should buy soon because they're going to become a collectible.
Good job, Sticks. Yeah, make sure to buy that Cat in the Hat one because, my God.
Yeah.
Who knows what that'll be for one day. Then we go right into things you see on Marketplace. And we have a 1969, the Satanic Bible First Edition. Mint condition, first print.
Huh. Looks like Lance.
It's Joe Rogan.
Is that Joe Rogan?
It's Joe Rogan in the back. It looks like Lance. Next up, we have framed popcorn toilet black cat canvas print 12 by 16. Pick up. It's available at Phoenix, 36th Street. Ted says there's no shame anymore. Then we have Westinghouse Roku Smart TV. Just got a new TV and looked to upgrade. Let me tell you the backstory in this. Kyle has been looking at these photos forever, looking for the day he finds a women's pleasure device, aka dildo, in the background. And about 11:30 last night, I get, dude, all in caps with a bunch of exclamation points. And I responded back, I was like, what? He's like, I finally found one. I was like, what are you talking about? And then he sends me the picture. And I was like, God damn, Kyle. And he was like, I finally found, I feel so accomplished. So give it up for Kyle for being so accomplished of her finally finding a dildo
Good job.
in an ad, totally just mysteriously placed on the shelf.
That's dedication right there. That's dedication. Marketplaces, man, that can be a long wait when you're looking for something.
Then we have a strawberry pet hat, handmade crochet pet hat, dog
poor
and cat,
cat.
small size.
Get this off my goddamn head.
Hashtag bring back Kyle. Tyson says Kyle likes to look for vibrators and dildos. And then we have this. I'm selling my PC. It's perfect. I sell my PC or I can make a change.
Okay.
What? Okay.
And that's it. Now we move into our final segment of the night that usually sends people racing for the doors. It's time for Misconnections. And we got some doozies this week. I miss Kyle's humor. That cat looks like dumb. I want him to come back. I thought he told me he was going to come on tonight. I don't know what he's doing. Hashtag bring back Kyle. All right, who's kicking us off this week?
I will.
Sam, as always.
Long lost glory hole, buddy. Huntington Park. Buddy moved away. We used to meet at the adult arcade in Huntington Park. Please be serious. No flakes.
And now you know the rest of the story.
So you're looking.
Please be serious.
I think it's more dramatic and effective with the old person's voice as you're reading it. Next up. You were the funny guy. So long shot, but you were the funny, cute guy at Rebar, and we hit it off at first until you brought up your obsession with taking pictures of your junk. LOL, which creeped me out, but regret not getting your number. I'm a 33 Hispanic girl. Email me if it's only the person with the night we talked, so I know it's you. No flakes. Leave Sam out.
What?
That's a pickup line right there. Yeah. So I kind of got a weird obsession about taking pictures of my junk. I like to stage it to kind of get the perfect DP when I'm sending it to the girl I'm really into. Sometimes I like to make it look like it's sitting on a wall, or sometimes I can make it look like it's sitting on a little nest, or sometimes I like to tuck it so it looks like bulging eyes.
Okay, this girl decided that was too creepy for her in person. And then she was like, actually, the dating market out here is not great for a 30-something Hispanic girl.
For a 33-year-old Hispanic girl.
Maybe I'll give you another try. Go ahead and send me your junk. Go ahead and send me your junk pics.
She probably has a kid, and she's probably like, man, most guys out there don't want to date a woman with kids because they just see it as baggage. And this guy,
the guy was honest with her, right? The guy was honest. Hey, at least he was honest.
I like to put a mustache and glasses on it. Put a little cowboy hat on it. Cockosaurus Rex appearance. An extraordinary season 2, episode 6. Nice.
Does this look like Ziggy?
So, yeah. She wasn't into it at first, but now she's down. And I think her curiosity probably got the better of her. And now she wants to know what those pictures look like. Or he puts in the slave Leia outfit.
It's more of a realizing that her options are pretty limited. And so she was like,
Can't blame her.
Yeah.
You're up, Sticks.
Hooker, OMG, seriously. FF, I want to speak with you soon. Santa Barbara. First time being intimidated by female in the last 20 years.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah. This sounds like it was written by a guy who's really into humiliation porn.
Yeah. Hooker, I barely know her. Needing help around the house? Ashland? Needing mail to help? It needs some hard work, but not too much anyone can handle.
They're not picky. They just need that hard work taken care of.
They're all old people. That was
Hard finding good help these days.
I know that sounded like an old lady, but it was actually an old man.
The Eyes of March bring out the elderly for their yearly arousal, huh?
I need my pipes cleaned.
The doctor says I need to get my blood pressure up.
Be my first? I want to swallow for the first time. I'm a very masculine, bearded tattoo heavier, but I want to try blowing for the first time and swallowing. Don't expect me to take it at all. LOL. I don't need or even want anything in return. Your place, mid-morning, too early afternoon is best. Weekdays. We'll want to talk via email to feel comfortable first. No phone numbers. DK pics are all ignored. Donkey Kong pics? This dude wants Donkey Kong pics?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how you know, right? That's how you know.
That he wants to take a shot in the math for the first time in forever. I want your baby gravy in my throat.
Don't say baby gravy. Go on, man. Go on.
Looking for my hairy girl. Circle Phil. I love a hairy woman.
Joe, too. Put him in, coach.
I'm ready to play today.
I love a hairy woman.
Who doesn't
name's-
love
Her name's
A woman.
Vanessa. And she is hairy.
her name's Cheryl and she wouldn't let me live out my son's dream?
I love a hairy woman.
I think you're up, Sam.
Looking for a man friend. Lake area. Older male looking for mail to help fill the back hole in my backyard.
Hey-o.
You know what I'm saying?
Ed said Cheryl. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Too many. There we go. ZZ Top, Pittsburgh.
Nope.
Looking for my old ZZ Top friend. My favorites were Pearl Necklace and Tube Snake Boogie. Let's rock.
Jesus,
There's
Joe.
some these innuendos just keep getting better and better.
It's Joe, right?
Marco shouldn't call himself older.
He's not that old.
My favorites were Pearl Necklace and Tube Snake Boogie. And Zay says, dang, a new band.
Yes. Super Chub. North Palte. Looking for someone interested in a super males.
What
Chub.
happened
Older,
Yeah.
the better can clean pipes will end.
I love that you started reading it like Duff Man. Super Chub, North Plate. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Super Male Chub. What the hell is Super Male Chub? Older the better. Can clean pipes. Well, Ann.
Will end. Will end my sentence was with an end.
Will end.
That's it. That is our last misconnection. That is our show for the night.
We made it. We survived it.
We
did it.
survived. I hope you all had a great time tonight. Enjoyed a great episode. What, Sticks?
Leftover says it hangs lower. Maybe.
Oh. Question mark?
Maybe.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight, you beautiful people. Make sure to check out the rest of the shows on the channel. Check out Marco, Dom, Wayseeker and the boys tomorrow night on the Star Wars show, where I think they're reviewing a Star Wars novel. Make sure to check out All Peace Shorts and the Wednesday watch list on Monday. Make sure to check out the boys doing their thing over on the Qualified, where I think they have a special guest this week. Do they have a special guest this week, or is that coming up? I can't remember if it's this week or later on. Anyways, watch the Qualified. You know, they're always going to do their thing. You'll get your Marco rants about shoes, salad, whatever. Then you can catch me and Sticks over on my channel, Absolute Geek, Thursday nights, where we do Off the Mat, talking a little bit of pro wrestling. Of course, you can catch the CBSI Hot 10 list Friday nights at 9 o'clock right here in Renovision, directly followed by Sticks, Joe, Jedi, Dom, and Bruce on the Qualified. And they set you right back up for us to finish your week off strong, because, you know, nobody watches the Star Wars show, right? Anyways, follow us next Saturday right here on Renovision for more Saturday night special. Remember, the show that's not just necessarily about comics, it's about everything. All right. And on that note, Sam. Oh, also, if you want to have us make sweet oral love to your audio holes, you can find the podcast on all of your podcasting listening platforms, and download us today. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and Sam, take us home with some words of wisdom for the Ides of March.
Yeah, so watch your back. Watch your back.
Is that it?
That's it. Ides of March, you watch your back.
All right. On that note, Gimp, take us out. Good night, everybody.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.